Hello there, I'm Tim and he's probably still in bed, and this is How to Murder Feet, a hiking adventure. This is me rambling and rambling. And this is basically what I'm doing at the moment, which is why I haven't got so much to talk about in the game show. So I thought I'd bring the camera with me this time and just see how far we can get recording until the battery runs out. So this is the Kennet and Avon Canal. There it is. A rural waterway that's somewhere vaguely near where I live and work, and I decided that I'm going to walk from Newbury to Reading along it, which is about 20 miles, so this will be a personal best for me. And the weather says that it's going to be raining from pretty much an hour's time through to about 6 o'clock this evening, so that'll be interesting. And I've packed for all kinds of equipment here. We've got the sun hat, we've got an all-weather anorak there, a bag full of water and towels and socks and things, and we'll see how far I get and if I make it. I'm confident. I'm a confident hiker, so more later. Noisy plane. Anyway, I've been going about an hour now, and that's the nice thing about canals, is it's very difficult to get lost. They are basically a massive watery road with a path down the side. I brought maps, but hopefully I won't need them. I'm very hopeful I won't get lost today. So the Kennet and Avon Canal is a massive industrial revolution waterway type thing. Runs from Bath through to Reading, where it joins the Thames. And it's largely artificial, which means it goes up and down hills and stuff in the way rivers probably don't normally, which means you have all these things here. These are really clever. This is a lock, pair of gates, waterproof sort of. Boat drives up to here, moors on the side, hapless deckhands get out, close these gates, open these flaps and so on. So you basically open these ones, and the boat drives into the middle bit, then you close those ones there. And then on these ones down the end, you've got a winch type, hatch type door thing in the side of the main door, and you turn the little handle and the water flows out the far side, lowering the middle section down to the same level as the river on the far side, the canal there. Then you can open these gates and sail on out. Very important not to leave both sets of gates open, or large sections of canal upstream go dry and this all floods. But it's very difficult to get it wrong apparently, because the hinged angular type thing with the gates there stops the water pressures against them and forces them closed. Very clever. Oh, and it's meant to leak like that again to stop the thing bursting. Marvellous. I hope to see one in action later on, but so far all the boats I've seen I've been walking faster than, and of course every time they hit one of these they have to stop for 20 minutes while they muck about with hatches and paddles and things, whereas I just keep on walking. So yeah, quite a lot of those. This one's got a sign on it saying number 89, so presumably if you're going from Bath through to Reading, you've got quite a lot of heavy work with paddles and lifting to do. Might bear off walking really. Mind you, I think a canal barge is probably much better at carrying many tons of coal down this river than I am, so swings and roundabouts. That's the downside with the canal path, is it's very busy. Normally I'm just walking from one town to the next across bizarre footpaths of my own devising. Rarely see anyone all day, which is nice, you know. Do rather do this with the solitude of it all, but this canal path being such a widely maintained thing and flat and convenient and parking everywhere means you get a lot of walkers, a lot of joggers, a lot of dog walkers, and the mountain bikes. Now of course the mountain bikes are all pretty much rigged for silent running stealth, so first you'll hear about one coming, okay, false alarm, is a faint whoosh behind you, and if you're lucky the ping of a bell, and then you have to dive into the canal or get run down. Haven't fallen in the canal yet, so that's good. But yes, it's largely like what you're seeing now. So I've been seeing so far for the past 2 hours. I don't expect it to change terrain very much. Nice, flat, level, easy going. Hoping to get some good distance out of it all as well. Exciting developments. I've made it to Lock 90. This one's interesting, partly because someone's left it empty, but also over there, what looks like some sort of pillbox. Second World War vintage probably. I imagine these canals were quite extensive, used quite extensively during World War II, shipping coal and munitions and things about. Although, to be honest, if the enemy had made it this far inland, I'm not sure that little redoubt's going to defend this lock particularly. Still, who knows? Interesting. See little boats in the distance there. I don't know if they're going to attempt this lock anytime soon. I'm on a schedule though, I can't hang around. Still no sign of that rain yet though, which makes me a bit suspicious. Oh gosh, look at that. Hey-oh, hold on. A whole flotilla of them there. So not exactly wilderness. I think we're at Thatcham Station. Yeah, got to get away from these cars, do my head in. Well, that'll teach me to be careful what I wish for. There's the rain. Light showers for the moment, but lending a decidedly grim cast to the affair. It's all very dishonoured over on the other side of the bank there. The boldest measures are the surest. I don't think the rat swarms can swim canals though, I think I'll be alright. Still, I knew it was going to rain. It just proves that science was right. Check out my hood. I'm prepared against the elements. I knew it was going to rain and I came out anyway. See, that's the thing. Not finding excuses. Just get on and do it. Soldier on through all that. Because oh, it's a bit raining, and then you just don't do it and you sit around, and next thing you know, you're on your deathbed wishing you'd gone out when it was raining anyway. Don't know what I'm talking about. More later. Yeah, welcome back to the worst episode of Coast ever. A couple of long boats there. No, not long boats. Long boats is Vikings, isn't it? That's entirely different. Narrow boats, yes. People just live in them. It's remarkable. I think there's all sorts of rules about you're not allowed to stay moored at the same place for so many nights in a row, so they sort of move up and down a bit. It's not entirely sort of Thunderdome Mad Max. You need licences and registrations and things. They've all got little registration numbers on. But yeah, kind of a whimsical life. Sometimes wonder if that might be the way for me. Don't know though, I mean it's all very well, but what happens when you're bored of the Kennet and Avon Canal? Great Western Railway there. Haven't seen any steam trains go past yet. I don't think we've gone that far back down the time tunnel. Yeah, making good time though. Hoping to get to Aldermaston Wharf for lunchtime. I think that's my halfway mark. Oh, here comes another boat. I did look into how much these things cost. I think they're about 30 grand or so for a decent one. And they're very cold in the winter because you're basically sat in a metal box in a river in January. So they all have little stoves on board, coal smoke everywhere. Still, interesting enough life. On. Oh, as you can see, the hat's back and the anorak's gone. I'm like one of those little clocks with the people that keep coming out and going in. It's that very British of pastimes, complaining about the weather. Doesn't see. I think it's changeable, I think is the word they use. I don't know, I'm not a professional weatherist though, so I imagine the anorak will be going on and off throughout the day. How are we doing down there? Feet? Yeah? Alright, okay, yeah, sure. Sorry, just voices in my head to keep me company on these solitary treks. Feet are pretty good actually. I've been going about 2.5, 3 hours now. Just coming up on what I expect to be the halfway point, and yeah, there's a bit of ache going on, but I'm trying some advice I was given on by some of my mumble chums, which is to bring extra pairs of socks and swap them regularly through the day. So I shall be stopping at lunchtime to swap socks. And I've yet to decide whether there shall be gratuitous scenes of foot nudity at that point. We'll see. Aren't you lucky? There are exits north, south, east and west. North involves walking across a railway line, and south is guarded by a swan. So south can take a long tall glass of nope. I'm going to carry along the canal. That'll be the plan. That's what I've been doing all day. Why break the habit of a day? Yeah, I could really go for a hill or a forest about now. Hey, this thing zooms. Little geese. Bit of natural history for you there. About the only natural history I've seen today, apart from the swan. And we don't talk about the swan. More of them. Marvellous. So yes, been going 3 hours straight now. Still haven't seen the lunchtime stop yet, which is making me a bit worried. Can't possibly have gotten lost along something that simple. Still, I can recognise the signs there. My thighs are in the zone now. That sort of mechanical metronome type of thing where it's easier just to keep going than stop, which is a bit worrying, to be honest, sometimes. I think I could just walk until my legs literally fall off at this point. I think it's like the body's given up trying to send signals to stop because it knows it's going to be ignored. It's the feet, that's the thing though. They're starting to ache a bit. And if that's proto-blisters forming or not, I can't tell, but I need to make sure I actually make myself stop for a decent hour or so at lunch, because otherwise I will just walk all day. Feels good though. That sort of healthy, glowing tired. Which is what it's all about, really. Good times. And we're on the right bank now. Every so often there'll be a bridge and they make you cross over just for the lols, I think. Just keep one foot in front of the other. Got a sandwich in my bag that I'm savouring. Looking forward to it immensely. The simple things, eh? A lot of permanent moorings here. All up and down the far side there. I mean, to be honest, if you've got a garden shed, I don't think you're in any sense a nomad, but there you go. How do they get that thing up here? It's enormous. I mean, unless they built it here, it must fit through locks. Anyway, I think, if I'm not hugely mistaken, this is lunch. This is Old Marston Wharf coming up. Recognise the bridge and the poles and the level crossings and things. Which is good. I'm going to have to make myself sit down and possibly even purchase a pint of beer. I understand real ale's very popular with these walkie types, but I suspect that might not be my thing. Still, looking forward to a bit of a sit down and have a look at the map as well, work out where the hell I am and how far we got to go. But yeah, the rain's gone again. I've given up worrying about it, to be honest. Anorak on, anorak off. Good times. So I forgot to stop and I'm still going. I wasn't kidding, this does happen. Yeah, just the legs won't stop. And you get into a mindset as well. It's, yeah, it's probably not healthy. Still, keep going. Plus, I couldn't see a waterside pub in Aldermaston Wharf either. I think it was literally just a wharf near Aldermaston. With a chandlery and a boat sales place and a yard and stuff. I think they hire out day boats for family trips and whatnot. A whole load of for sale on the board there as well. They range from about 20,000 to 80,000, depending how big. Some of the double width ones and stuff. Yeah, remarkable. Anyway, so I'm going to carry on walking while I try and muster the energy to stop walking. Yeah, weird. I have issues. If you're a regular viewer of the show, you probably already knew that. Anyway, see you later. Stationary, hopefully. Well, that's proper going for it now. In fact, probably ought not to have the phone out in the rain. Righto. Well, this weather can make its mind up any time it likes now. Blimey. Welcome to Anorak Hour on the How to Murder Time. I'm very impressed with this here. Look at this. It's soaked, but I'm totally dry. Fantastic stuff. I never thought I'd have a favourite anorak before, but it's amazing what a long period of time on your own on the road will do. Still haven't worked out how to stop yet. I'm hoping there's some kind of like pub or little chef or sort of Tesco's or something somewhere along here, but I think the Industrial Revolution was that big on motorway service stations, so I might end up just heading straight on to Reading. Who knows? I might just... Oh, well, I'm catching up with that boat, yeah. this fluorescent shape through the storm, and I thought it was people walking along the path, but I'm actually overtaking a canal boat. There you go. More later, probably. Afternoon. Oh dear. I can't remember, are you meant to keep eye contact or not make eye contact with cows? He's definitely coming for a look. Oh, there's no feds. Okay. Might want to move swiftly on at this point. What do cows eat? Wheat, isn't it? I know Minecraft. Haven't got any wheat for you, sorry. Yeah, you're rather curious, aren't you? I think that's probably close enough. I think I might just freak off and get the hell out of here now then. Bye! Hey! So I did stop in the end. I found a bench and everything. And it's not only got a lock number blah 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 for you lock fans there, but also Sweeten Bridge. Look at that. Never getting under there with a limbo. So there's a helpful sign over there which tells me that I've done 11 miles and I've got 8 miles to go. So, you know, overdid it a bit on the morning session. I think we're about 4 hours in now. So it's time. Viewers of a nervous disposition might want to look away. Yay, naked feet. So we've ditched the socks. Yeah, the feet aren't bad. There's a bit of a proto blister forming on the side there, and a bit of a thing on the heel at the back there. But that was there from last time, to be honest. So I don't think I did that today. So yeah, so I'm just going to sit and waggle my toes about. There are fresh socks available. Here we are. We'll see if that makes any difference. Because this is all quite important, because the big thing for me really is to be able to do a whole week of this kind of thing, because I'm trying to do the Southwest Coast Path, which is 600 plus miles, not all in one sitting. They typically recommend you spend 8 different weeks doing sections of it, but each of those weeks will involve 7 or more days of doing 10 to 15 miles a day, and a lot more up and down than this kind of thing as well. And so far I don't think I've done 2 days of hiking in a row yet, so hopefully what we're making up for with flat and easy route, we're making up for in distance, which will be yeah, over there 19 miles, all said and done, plus walking about at each end as well to get to bus stops and whatever. So yeah, there'll be 20, and that's a sign with little pictures of bicycles on it, which is a hint I probably should pay more attention to. But yes, I've just had a sandwich. Swilling down on my water there, making sure I don't dehydrate. It's all good. I think I can do it. We'll see how these new socks help. I'll just sit around with my feet indecently exposed for a half hour or so before we strike off again. But yeah, I mean, we've done most of it already. Just 8 miles to go. Feeling good. So back for part 2. We've got the new socks on. They do seem to be helping. Certainly more comfortable, more dry. I imagine it's the salt in the sweat of the socks that irritates the feet so much. Anyway, we've got another pair of socks, dry socks, clean socks in the bag as well, so I'll get another stop later as well if it gets to be like that. Hasn't entirely gotten rid of the achy proto blisters, but that's probably my fault for not stopping and switching sooner. So we're on to the last 8 miles or so. But I'm alright, I've had a sandwich and I'm raring to go. There's a party of pensioner hikers up ahead as well, so I've got to, you know, there's a pride thing going on here. I've got to try and overtake them at some point. Mint Imperials, very good. You want one? Well, you can't have me, they're all mine. Anyway, yes, so the madness is more or less at bay at the moment. Every possibility and hope of finishing this thing without falling in a river or getting lost or having to eat my own leg to survive. So, good times, on. And the weather seems to, I don't know what the weather's doing anymore. It's just doing its own thing. It's like some freestyle jazz improv weather, frankly. I'm not impressed. Oh yes, burned straight past the pensioners when they had a bit of a sit down for a cup of tea. And now I am the champion. Also, I've got 4 mint imperials in my gob at the same time, and there's just no stopping me. Feeling good. There we go, lock fans. Lock 101. So there must be about 150 of these things between Bath and between Bristol and the Thames at Reading. Each one of them needs the handles winching, the locks pushing open, steer the boat in, let the other thing fill up, do the thing again. A lot of hassle. Yeah, I think walking's probably better. So I don't know if it's the new socks or the sandwich, or whether I'm just on this rather exuberant sugar rush from eating 75 mint imperials in one go. But I'm feeling very good, and I think we've probably got, I think that was Thiel back there, the junction to Thiel, so 6 miles to go probably. I've forgotten what time it is, and I can't check because I'm like recording the video thing. So yeah, doing well though, probably on schedule. As usual, I'm getting quite philosophical at this point in proceedings, and I think I've worked out the secret to happiness this time, so there you go, that's quite good. Do you want me to tell you? Well, it's easy. You need to inhabit as many worlds as possible. So by that, obviously the real world, yes, but you got computer games, books, movies, escapism, yes, traditional forms, but also walking from one town to another town along a canal is an entirely different world to the world that we normally inhabit. You got the world of geopolitics and international news, which is often a terrifying place, but it's a world that probably doesn't really intersect with our day-to-day lives an awful lot. And the idea is that the more worlds you inhabit, the wider your diversified portfolio of life experiences is. So, if any one of those worlds, say for example how bonkers Trump and Brexit all is starting to get you down, well, because you've only got a small part of your existence in that particular world, you only follow the news so often, and all the other things you do in your life, all these games you play and the books you play and the movies and comics are all great, the average of all your worlds, averaged, is also great. And that means that you're only exposed to one, you're not exposed to just one particular world being shit and bringing you down. So yeah, it's a kind of weird existentialist mathematics there for you. So I think the moral of the story is eat more mint imperials, which I'm going to do. And speak to you later. Oh, a bit of a stomach ache, but you would not believe how fresh my breath is at the moment. So we've got a new accompaniment here. That's the M4, one of the busiest motorways in the south of England. So I think I theoretically need to go underneath or round or up, or yeah, possibly not over. It's a canal after all. You can tell we're getting near a city. Very colourful. So we're basically at Reading, but of course Reading's about 10 miles across, so still about 5 miles to go to get to the middle. On. And here we are again, back in summer, which is all a bit weird. Very pleasant day. So pleasant, in fact there's a bunch of teenagers swimming in the canal back there. Rather them than me. Look at it. Just try not to swallow any of it, I suppose. Still, the follies of youth. There we are, look. The waterway to the danger zone. Cue music. Pull up, goose. No, nothing. Right, okay. That's what I want to be when I grow up. Narrowboat livery designer and painter. Can't tell if these are painted on or stenciled. Some of them need a lot of work. I don't know, is there much of a market for that? I'll have to do some research. Particularly like the little harlequin-y patterns. They're nice. Tim's log, 1543 or something. Still walking. Look, see there's the walking. I was kind of expecting to have seen Reading by now, but it just seems to be a bucolic English countryside, so that's confusing. I got Reading somewhere sort of over there, but Who knows at this stage? I'm feeling quite tired, quite sore. I mean, I've got another pair of socks, but I don't know, it must be only another 3 miles or so to go now, 3 or 4. I don't know. And I'm sort of in the thigh zone. They're not stopping again, so I haven't been able to stop and get the map out to have a look. So I'm just going to keep walking until I collapse, I suppose. Weather status, question mark. But yes, feeling, you know, good. It's all good. Yeah, mentally I'm feeling good anyway. I mean, physically I could do with it being over soon, but set myself a goal and I'm going to bloody well achieve it. Canals in cities. There we go, that's a promising sign. Razor wire, keep out. Big grey featureless block on the opposite side there. Some sort of warehouse. I'll just shove the whole canal in a tunnel and be done with it. Still, good news, means we've got to be getting close somewhere soon. I can carry on all day if necessary, probably. Anyway, yes, Reading awaits, hurrah! There we go, that's what one looks like out of the water. Not quite sure why it's out of the water. Looks an excellent garden shed. No, more conventional mooring there. So yeah, the big lights and the bright city and things of Reading. I think the hat's starting to attract attention now. I might have to take it off now, you know, around people. But there we go, there's a lock and a weir. I have no idea what number that lock is. You'll have to work it out from clues or something. Think of it as an ARG. And up ahead is probably the Oracle. I've got a bit further to go than that because I have to get to the Thames, which is about a mile or two beyond, so still going. Downward ramp. Venice. Here we are. That's the Campanile. It's the Doge's Palace. Splendid. I think I've made it. Still, not technically. Got to get to the far end. Well, there we go. That's the Thames. That way it leads to Oxford. London down that way. I think it's Oxford. Don't know. And that way goes to Newbury, as I know already. Oh, my feet are killing me. I don't even know what time it is. Job done though. I have to find the station and go home. I can make it. Squirrel. I see you, squirrel. Yeah, you. Yeah. So, bonus round. So 5 o'clock I got there and started at 9:30, so that's 7.5 hours I think, which I think is about 21 miles, 20 miles, something like that, so 3 miles an hour or so. Yeah, ouch, ouch, ouch. Changing socks helps, but I don't think it's it makes you blister proof. I think you just have to not walk quite so far or walk more often. Anyway, so yes, now I'm walking along the Thames, upriver to Oxford, because why not? Hopefully there'll be a way I can cut left and find Reading Station at some point, somewhere around here as I recall. And then I'll be able to sit down for a bit and go home, and that'd be nice. Ah, made it. So I'm going to go and sit on a train for half an hour and smell really bad. So thanks for keeping me sane on this trip. I'll see you next time.